Good morning. Welcome to another week. It's actually Wednesday. It's not Monday. We had to start a little late this week because I spent the last couple days crashing out because I never got the job. So talk about that in a little bit. It's bright and early in the morning and I'm starting my day off with a call. I'm always intrigued when a man books a call with me, not because we discriminate. Okay, I help all men and women, but I'm so used to women since that is my audience, since that's typically who I'm speaking to because I am a woman. Last time I talked to a man, it was actually, a part of it was actually in my first vlog. He was wanting more so like social media advice. I'm not gonna lie, it's very rare, but I've had situations where I am booked with a guy, but towards the end, like you can tell the intentions weren't, like they make it weird. So that's unfortunate, but we are confident that this is gonna be a great session. Man, I gotta get a tripod for you guys. Maybe you could just sit there for now. Hello.
Okay, all right.
Hi, nice to meet you, good morning. Okay, the call is done. Not weird at all, very genuine. So let's go ahead and talk about the last couple of days and then we'll be done with it and then we're gonna move on, okay? Because I have no choice but to move on. So yeah, didn't get the job. I was very sad. I was feeling a lot. I know if you watched a few weeks back when we were first starting the interview process, I gave y'all this big motivational speech about how not to get emotionally invested in da-da-da-da, right? So I still stayed pretty grounded, but I think like I was so faithful and I was just so confident in myself through the interview process. Like I was genuinely very certain I got the job. And I'm not gonna lie, like I am a little bit shocked. Like there was definitely a shock factor there. And not only that, but I think it kind of brought some confusion because I'm like, you know, again, God knows the desires of my heart. And I think I was stuck on this, like, why not me? Like this could have been this could have easily been a door. Cause at the end of the day, it's not about if God could do something or not, it's what he chooses to do. So I could have got the job. Like by his power and his grace, the door could have opened for the offer letter, but it didn't. And so in times like this, it's not necessarily, it's impossible because with God, all things are possible, right? It's just more so, okay, why did this door close? I'm a little confused because this was a great opportunity. It made sense, that it aligned, and it was financial security and it was benefits, and it was these things that I've been asking for, not even asking for out of a selfish heart, but genuinely like, I wish you could hear the conversations between me and God in our little secret place, especially while I was fasting. I was doing this interview process while I was in that fast. But now what that means is I have to, you know, just reframe my mindset when it comes to social media. I was actually just telling my friend, I was sending her a voice note about it actually. One of the most amazing souls I know. I was just sending her a voice message about it this morning and I was, you know, basically letting her know that it's not about not loving what I do. I love what I do. I put in a lot of work and I will continue doing what I'm doing. I just don't want this to be the main source of income. I would love to have a steady job with benefits and, you know, have some security and do this on the side. And I've always said that. Even back, you know, if you watch that video where I talked about 1 year being out of corporate America, I never wanted to get fired. I never would have had the gall and the confidence to ever quit a job. That I'm a single mom, like that's not realistic for me. And I have to be smart and I have to be responsible. So it goes against like what I naturally feel. I don't think it's responsible not to have a job. I don't think it's responsible not to have benefits. Like I really do care about those things. So going back to the job I just applied for, I genuinely was confident that this, you know, I was like, okay, cool. You know, after a year, maybe this will be the job that I can get that makes sense, that I enjoy, that makes sense with, you know, my single motherhood schedule. It's still working from home. Like there was all these green flags. And then I was like, and then I'll just do all this stuff on the side. Because one thing, especially as a creative, when you're creating in survival mode, it's the worst. It's the worst to be in. And I think I'm just over it. I'm kind of over creating in survival mode. And, you know, I'm trying not to get back. I don't want to get back to survival mode. I don't want to let fear paralyze me. So that's basically what I was working on these past couple of days. I really needed some time to myself to like really regroup and readjust. And I really had to sit with God and really work this out. And really like basically crash out with God. Because I was like, what? Like, there's no way. But the door didn't open. When it comes to what I'm doing and when it comes to my content and how I'm using my platforms and the spaces that I want to keep exploring, like YouTube and, you know, my booking calls, and there's still businesses I want to make and stuff like that. At the end of the day, this is where God has me, whether I want to be here or not. Like, this is gonna have to make a way through this. So I just invited God back into these plans, back into my social media plans, and we'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what takes off. We'll see again where that financial security will come from, because as of today, as of January 15th, 2025, I have no idea. I have no idea where my financial security is gonna come from. So, you know, stay tuned. As we've learned, and as we can already tell, things can change in a heartbeat. So yeah, so that's that. We're moving on. One thing I want to do is just show up more consistently throughout my week, so I can do a lot more with my time. I own that. I take accountability for that. And another thing that's difficult for me is, of course, being a single mom. That's one reason why I don't like doing this kind of stuff. Like, being an entrepreneur and being a single mom, that's not on my bingo card. That was never on my bingo card. Do I enjoy it? Was it like a dream of mine back in the day? Sure, but under this circumstance, no. You know, I'd rather be a single mom in a full-time job with benefits and security, and then doing this stuff on the side. And when it takes off, it takes off. That's what I would like. That's what I would love. Because it's hard. It's the most difficult journey. You know, being a single mom, also in the creative space, also trying to be an entrepreneur and take care of yourself, and not just take care of yourself, but you and your child, and not just bare minimum take care of yourself, but how I said weeks ago in that first vlog, I want to be able to be comfortable and live a good life, not just be behind all the time and paycheck, not even paycheck to paycheck. You know, I'm like, okay, God, like, if this is the circumstance, I also don't want it to affect me as a mom, because when you are going so hard on social media and like doing all these things as an entrepreneur, your time is just taken up, and you are consistently on your phone, or you're consistently on your computer, or you're consistently filming, and that can get in the way, and that can get in the way of being a present parent. And at this point, me as a mom is such high on the priority list, it's above anything. And I'm like, all right, God, well, if this is it, like, if this is a circumstance, then you have to be able to allow me to do this and still be a present good parent, you know? So we're working on a lot of things right now. We're working on, you know, new schedule, new routine, time management. You know, I'm trying to figure out how I want to structure my days now in the best way that'll benefit me. You know, how can I structure my week so that I still am posting vlogs and able to film and able to go on live and able to create and things like that. So that's what we're in the middle of. In doing that, I'm spending a lot more time during the day going a lot harder with my media. So I'm trying not to take a lot of breaks. I'm trying to consistently be either filming, editing, doing something, just to kind of get me in the motion of like really working and pushing through the feeling of like being overwhelmed and like just not wanting to do it, because I tend to do that. Like, I tend to, like, the moment I get overwhelmed, or the moment I get bored, or the moment that like I don't want to do something, I'll just walk away and do something else. But I'm trying my best to stay in the moment and get things done. This vlog is a perfect example. Not this one, but last week's vlog is a perfect example. I told myself I wanted to get my vlogs out a lot sooner, like Mondays or Tuesdays, so that they seem a lot closer to the week that happened, since I'm filming like since I'm posting 1 week behind. So I told myself, okay, well, with like last week's vlog, let's go ahead and post it by Tuesday. It's Wednesday, I haven't done it. So it's like really making sure I do that today so I can get it out, so I'm not getting it out like basically a whole week late, if that makes sense. And then that way tomorrow I can start on this vlog. Do you see? So things like that. And just finish this call. I don't have any more calls for the day. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day editing, and that's it. I'm going to check out for today. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is an amazing big day because it's my son's birthday. It's Andre's birthday. He's going to be 8. I don't have him this weekend because I work, so I'm very sad, but it's okay. I'm going to make sure tomorrow is a very, very special, amazing, beautiful day. So tune in tomorrow because it's his birthday and we're going to all celebrate together. I'm so excited. It's Andre's birthday. It's Andre's birthday. He made this last night to turn on this morning. Hey! There's different options too. Yeah. I think I want to put it on the flashing one. Okay, sadly our alarms did not go off, so we are running a little bit late. Okay, I have a short day at school anyway. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Come on, babe. Let's have an amazing day. Let's have an amazing day. Good morning.
Happy birthday, my baby. I can't believe you're 8.
Neither can I. Hey. We're gonna have a great day. My baby wanted some Chick-fil-A this morning. He has recently been obsessed with chicken minis. Got some chicken minis. We got to school on time. He didn't finish them all, so I had a little chicken mini or two for myself. I just finished drinking a little matcha, so I feel really good. I'm gonna take him out of school early, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick him up in a couple hours. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab lunch at his favorite spot, of course, Chipotle. That's what he personally requested today. He wanted chicken minis for breakfast, Chick-fil-A for lunch. I'll see what we're doing for dinner. And then after we eat, we're gonna go to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. We used to always see it when we would go to church. We'd always pass by it, and he's always wanted to go. So finally, we just have an opportunity to do so. And then we'll see where the rest of the day leads us. I still can't believe I'm a mom. Like, that's just the one thing. Like, if you know me, you know that being a mom, I still, like, it still doesn't hit me that I'm a mom. I have a child. I gave birth to a human. It's just crazy. And I can't believe he's 8. They're not lying when they say time flies by. Like, I am just like, what? Typically there would have been a birthday party for sure. Last year was very interesting. I had just got let go. It was December 15th, 2023. I get let go. And I was just so devastated. I was so sad because I had no idea. I had planned this party for Andre. Like, I just didn't know how I was gonna come through for him. Shout out God. God is so good. At the time, I was super heavy on TikTok, and by the grace of God, the money that I had made in December paid out the day before his birthday, and that money helped me fund the birthday party, because it just so happened that my unemployment videos when I got let go were really blowing up in December. And a follower of mine had actually made custom treats, and she offered to give me custom treats for Andre's birthday for free, and she really saved the day. They were so beautiful. They're still on my TikTok playlist to this day. They're in my little Life with Dre playlist. So she really came through. It was Minecraft themed, so by the grace of God, we had a really successful birthday last year. This year, since we are very fresh in this new city, and yeah, of course he's made friends at school, but it's not like, I feel like it's not worth throwing or like investing into a big party, just because he's been at that school like what, a month, if not even a month, because of the winter break and stuff. So I just decided to take him out early and then just have a day dedicated to whatever he wants to do to make it special. I also don't have him this weekend because, you know, I work every weekend at the gym, so I'm not able to personally do anything for him this weekend anyway, even if I did want to throw a party. So the way everything just worked out, the way everything, you know, and timing was this year, it's just gonna be a special day. And I also feel like he's pretty low maintenance. I mean, he's a boy, he's 8, you know, he doesn't get too excited about the little things he used to in the past. I think this is a perfect year to just celebrate, you know, just have a day dedicated to the things he likes to do. So I'm gonna get ready. I haven't been on live in a while outside of Bible study, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a little get ready with me on Instagram and TikTok live, catch up with my people. So yeah, BRB. Hey, this is the camera I use, by the way, and y'all can say hi. Y'all can say hi for the weekly vlog. Sometimes I use my iPhone, but for the vlogs I have been using my Canon G7X. I have had this camera for 5 years. Like, I've had this camera for actually a very long time. Let's go get this baby. I just know he is counting down the minutes. About to head to Chipotle, his fave. And I've appreciated all the birthday love so far. Everyone who's wished him a happy birthday online. It makes my heart so happy. Okay, he's making the decision now. Where are we gonna go? Ripley's Museum or the Dinosaur Museum?
Ripley's.
I really want to go to that one. But I mean, it's his birthday. Whatever he wants. Tell the people your order. What's Andre's classic Chipotle order? Ooh, rice and what else?
Quesadilla.
What kind of quesadilla?
And chicken and cheese and that.
And what you watching?
Link the box on Disney.
I'll be so emotional. Like, why I just put a little birthday collage together for him and I'm in tears. Oh my gosh. Now that we're done crying, We made it. He fell asleep though. So we are here at the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. I hope it's hype because it looks cool online and it better not disappoint, okay? Andre wants to do two things. He wants to do the movie theater. It's like a movie theater 3D roller coaster type stimulation situation, and then he wants to do the mirror maze. So I personally wanted to do the actual wax museum, but it's his birthday, okay? Let's get situated. I don't know where your dad is at. Look at the dinosaur down there. You wanna go check it out real quick? Crochet lions. Oh, nice. Wow, I'm actually into this. It's genuinely a crochet lion. Oh, it's a tree.
Wait, what does it
It says, here in Grand Prairie, there is a tale of a colossal monster lurking beneath the shifting dune, and spoke of her legendary appetite for lost travelers and curious adventure seekers who were close to her territory. So she was eating travelers. Oh, I bet this looks cool at night.
say? I want to test that. God, that thing they're doing.
Dang, how many did you grab? Wow.
Choose your adventure. 3, 2, 1. Action.
That's cute, little comic book cover. Wow. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell everyone how your birthday was yesterday.
My birthday was crazy and now I gotta go to sleep again.
Mommy let you stay home today, huh?
What time even is it? Oh my
It
god.
is. It's about to be 9 o'clock, y'all. It is Friday, and we are about to get our day started. I have 5 calls today, pretty much back to back. Always excited for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for that. I made myself a little breakfast. My favorite breakfast that I make is the Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. I love these. I only get the breakfast croissant sandwiches. They're sausage, egg, and cheese. I'm gonna get my iced coffee together. I'm gonna show y'all. I get some caramel sauce. So of course, typically I had ice, but in this apartment, just because again, it's an older apartment, refrigerator does not have any ice. Doesn't have an ice maker or anything like that. We do have an ice maker like right outside our apartment office, which I could totally walk to and get, but I've gotten used to just not having ice, so it's fine. I add some coffee. I use this brand Stock. Don't know how you say it. That's unfortunate. I just get a little bit. I drink maybe like a cup and a half, like 10 ounces. So not even a cup and a half. And I do the non-dairy Starbucks caramel macchiato creamer. I do about 2 more ounces of that. It's a perfect combination. Typically, I would also add caramel syrup. I just don't have any syrup right now. I'm gonna use the cute little La La Land heart straw that we got a few weeks back. So we mix that up. And then I use Cool Whip in the little canister, to be exact, not the one that you spray out the can, because this, like, I don't know if it's just because it's a different type of whipped cream, but this will like stay at the top and it won't just dissolve. I literally just scoop some out, plop it on top. I finish it off with a little bit more caramel drizzle. That is my caramel iced coffee drink. If you are a coffee drinker, let me know. Let me know what your go-to drink is. Drop a recipe. Yeah, babe? No, babe. Now, mind you, I'm actually not like a true coffee drinker. I just started drinking coffee like last year, starting with this recipe. And I only drink it when I know I really need it. But For the most part, your girl is a tea girly. I love a good matcha tea. I'll show a recipe another day. I love tea in general, so I'm more of a tea girly than I'm a coffee girly. But I'm at the point where I'm growing up a little bit and I'm down to explore more coffee options. So let your girl know. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting ready for these calls and I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Hello?
Mom.
Yes.
Look, I made a YouTube intro. I'm gonna send it to you. Can you tell me if you like it?
Okay, yeah, I will. Yes, it's very pretty.
Think I should change the words or anything? Like, should I say like, or that's like
I
perfect?
think it's very pretty.
Yay! Like my first little YouTube intro. So, you know, we're getting better every week. Okay, bye. I'm so excited. We just completed our first YouTube intro. Wait, can you see it? Hold on. Let me see if I can. I think you aren't gonna see this in the vlog, but can y'all kind of see that? Okay, let's have a little catch up, a little chit chat. Andre is already with his dad. So as soon as my calls were done, got Andre ready real quick and dropped him off. And then I came back home and immediately just started working on my YouTube channel. As you heard earlier, I did my YouTube intro. I did it on Canva and I just used a template. It was very, very easy. And I think it's so cute. Now, it's not typically like my aesthetic. Like if I were to, like I wouldn't have created that template from scratch, but I like it. And again, it's just something to start the process of doing. Do you know what I mean? Like instead of just waiting for the perfect aesthetic, waiting for, you know, when you have like the perfect visual and all the things, it's like, I just want to focus on trying things out and like trial and error and like figuring out what I like, what I don't. So y'all may see me tweak a lot of things over the next few months as I really just figure out the vibe of my channel and like what I want it to feel like. I'm still not even certain on all the playlists that I'm gonna have. So far, I know I want to do vlogs, obviously. I actually wrote them down. Let's see. Definitely want to do vlogs. I want to do series. So I'm really big on series. I do a lot of series on my TikTok. And basically I want to take all the series or really, really good series that I've done on TikTok and just make long form, kind of more straight to the point kind of series here for YouTube. So for example, right now, the series that I'm in on TikTok is a Healing from Lust series. I definitely want to bring that conversation over to YouTube. Little chit chats, or I'll probably call it like a watch this playlist. Like watch this if you're feeling insecure. Watch this if you're struggling with single motherhood. Like watch this if you're struggling with finances. Like just one of those like, hey, I've been through it. Let me tell you about it. Let me teach you about it. So kind of like a watch this type of playlist. And then I think my fourth playlist, probably my final one, will be a what's tea vanity type of playlist. So I try to do this thing every Tuesday where I would do Q&A and I called it What's Tea. And I do actually have one video on YouTube. It's hidden now, but I had posted it because every Tuesday I wanted to commit to like a Q&A. You know what, maybe we'll bring it back. But the point of like the What's Tea vanity, one is just cute and it rhymes, but I wanted to like answer the questions that I get that are like personal to my life. So obviously like I'm very open, I'm very transparent, but it's about things that I choose to be open and transparent about, if that makes sense. People still have tons of questions that I either haven't answered or I haven't opened up about when it comes to fam, co-parenting, single motherhood, dating, like stuff like that. And so what I'm really open and transparent about now, or what I've been open and transparent about this last year, is really my walk with Christ. Because how it works and how I kind of navigate the online space, how I've always navigated my platforms, is I always just post whatever I'm going through. I never gravitated towards a niche. I never had like this dream niche career on a platform. I've just always talked about my life. Like that's it, whatever I was going through. So it just so happened that after I got saved, there was like nothing else to talk about. Like my life was truly transforming and changing, and I had to talk about it on top of just being so on fire for the Lord. So it just so happened that it was those conversations that blew all of my platforms up. So I became a very faith-based page, and not on purpose, but just naturally. That's truly what my real life has become. It's been a true walk with Christ and living Christ-centered. And because I'm always having so many conversations, and because I want my podcast to be more so those really faith-based transformation healing conversations, like those real deep heavy conversations, I didn't want to continue carrying that weight through all my platforms because it just made me stop enjoying the process of being online. Every platform was such a heavy conversation, and it just was taking the fun out of what I was doing. Although I love helping, y'all know this, evangelist. I love teaching. I love helping. I love spreading the gospel. I love doing those things. It's just, it can get really heavy. And if you know, you know. Also with my coaching calls, you know what I mean, and all the conversations that I'm having, that heaviness is a lot to bear sometimes. And I'm a very like, that doesn't align with my natural personality. Naturally, I love having a good time. I hate responsibility. Like, I love going with the flow. I love having fun. Like, that's my natural personality. Like, I'm very extroverted. I love having a good time, and I I want my content to reflect that again. And I think that's something I really want to bring in 2025, like this year. I want my content to reflect my personality again, and like my more fun side, because last year was very, very heavy. It really was. And I just kind of want to, you know, just be a little bit more intentional with the different spaces that I show up in. So for YouTube, I really want it to be, you know, just kind of the really well-rounded, you get a piece of everything, you see all the different parts of me, just a very vulnerable, open space, a very safe space per usual. And so I really want to do it with these playlists. Again, I want to do vlogs, I want to do series, I want to do the watch this type of videos, and I want to do the what's tea with Vanity, where I kind of open up more about, you know, personal questions that I get that I'm ready to answer, so that way y'all can get to know a little bit more about me, and we can kind of sit and get comfortable. Well, I hope every video you watch on this channel, you sit and are comfortable and like get real cozy, and this becomes a comfort channel for you. I'm really excited. YouTube right now is my main priority. It is my main goal. It is also the platform that scares me the most, and it's the platform that I have to be the most faithful in. So as uncomfortable as it is, I know I'm in the right direction. So that was very exciting earlier. As y'all know, and I say all the time, if you know me, I'm not tech savvy, so it takes a lot for me to be like, okay, let me sit down, let me figure this out, because yeah, if I could just have someone do it for me, that would be great. It's not up my alley. If I could just talk, like if I could just do this, and then somebody edits and makes me an intro and adds music and does all that cool stuff and does the subtitles and then repurposes it everywhere, great. One day, in Jesus' mighty name, we will have a team, and somebody will be able to do that for me. Somebody dope and amazing will be able to create the vision that I have in my mind, and it'll be great. But until then, you know, we have to try. We have to try our best. It's not going to be perfect. Do not wait till the perfect time for something to be perfect. I know I have to tell myself that. I'm not going to wait until like, no, let me just make sure. Like, again, sometimes you just got to go with the flow. You just got to try things out. Like, will this be my banner forever? No. Will it be my YouTube video intro forever? No. Will I probably change up thumbnails? Sure. Again, I'm just want to have fun, and I want to enjoy the process as we go. So that's that. You know, I didn't get the job. And it was very tough for me because I was as I was thinking about that salary, you guys, like this was a $90,000 salary job, and they paid up to $100,000, so I could have easily negotiated for a six-figure role, and I really wanted it, but I had to take a couple days to talk to God about it. Best believe. How I said earlier, I definitely had to sit down and really, I had some questions, I had some things to say, I had some frustrations, I had some worries, I had some things, I had some emotions I really had to work through. But ultimately, this is a circumstance, and what's in front of me right now is social media. We know I have the gym, which is great, you know, can't complain. But I am having to now take social media very seriously. And you're probably like, well, haven't you been doing that all year? Not really. So with social media, it's one of those things that it truly like kind of happened accidentally. So I feel like there is a blockage, like there's a resistance, because one, I still feel like there's a part of me, because nobody does social media around me, and like because nobody gets it, a part of me still feels like this is just a dream, that like I can't really sit here and say, oh, I want to be a content creator, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, oh, I want to be a vlogger. There's still like some taboo there for me personally, which is crazy, because it's like, again, I've been doing it, I've seen success obviously, and like it's become such a norm, but for whatever reason there's still a blockage in my head that makes it like it's so taboo. And I think it's because of the extra pressure of being a single mom. I get torn between having the responsibility of being a single mom and then like wanting to chase this dream. Like it gives SoundCloud rapper energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like, nah, as a single mom, like you shouldn't be worried about all that silly stuff. You need to be, you know, taking a more serious job. And it's weird because it's like, at the same time though, I've been doing that. Like, I've been applying for a year, over a year, 2 years, and I don't get anything. So I'm stuck. And if you can relate, please let your girl know. It's a very unique situation that I don't know any other soul who's in this position that I'm. So obviously, in order for me to go all in and to really invite God into the situation and to really be okay with the circumstance, like, I gotta make a decision. Like, I need to go all in, and I just haven't yet. There's always been a part of me that's like, nah, like, I think it's a mix of like imposter syndrome. I think it's a mix of like just self-doubt and not being confident in like my abilities, you know, and just thinking like, dang, nah, like, you know, you look at other people and you see them be really successful, and a part of you feels like you can't do it. Like, it is like, but why not me? You know, like, why not me? So anyway, I'm conflicted. But I think now with that door closing, I think maybe it has been like the true kickstart to make me take this seriously. And when I say all the things I'm taking seriously, I mean like, we gotta be better. Like, with my coaching calls, I need to stop showing up looking like this. I told myself that I was gonna market my calls a lot more. That's so uncomfortable for me, but I have to push myself out my comfort zone. So every Friday I want to post about my one-on-one calls in some manner. So today I made like a little compilation of all the calls, well, some of the calls I've taken so far, right? Like, POV, you started your year with me, da-da-da. I looked horrendous. Like, I don't look professional at all. Like, I look like this, and that's not okay. Like, the way I show up to those one-on-one calls, like, I need to show up like my best, like I am in a meeting, in a CEO meeting, you know, like, I need to show up and take better care of myself. And that's something I recognize and I take accountability for, like little things like that. Like, instead of just posting every single week and doing the bare minimum, just sticking my camera up, like, no, every week I need to learn a new YouTube skill. Like, let's get better. Let's get 1% better. Like, this week, let's explore Canva. Like, let's look at a template. Let me add a font. Like, let me add a transition. Like, every week, it's just like doing something to make me a little bit better and to make me a little bit more comfortable versus just doing the bare minimum. And again, it's not me being hard on myself. I'm still giving myself grace, but I'm like, okay, you know what, Vanity, you need to go all in. Like, you need to go all in. You cannot be scared, and you cannot think that you don't deserve this, and you can do the things you enjoy, and that's okay, and you can invite God into that. And, you know, like, even when it comes to just me posting, I don't like selling myself, like things that I have, right? Like my Etsy shop and other pages, like I don't tell people, like all these weekly vlogs, I do not be posting about these weekly vlogs on my other channels. Like, you know, here and there, but there's so much content I can make out these weekly vlogs, but like, I don't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so timid when it comes to like really putting myself out there. So like, I'm doing little things to, again, get me off my comfort zone. Like, every Friday, I want to make a video about my coaching calls. So to keep people knowing, you know, every Sunday, I want to do like a weekly recap and, you know, talk about like what my vlog, like Sundays, I want to start talking about my vlogs. But it's like, it'd be low-key embarrassing for me, I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, dang. Like, I go through, if you're wondering if I don't, like, if you think you see me online and you're like, oh no, like, you don't suffer from like any kind of imposter syndrome or like embarrassment. Yes, I do, honey. Yes, I do. Like, I still sit here and be like, dang, no one wants to hear this. This is embarrassing. People are watching me try, which sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. But yeah, I mean, I go through those very real raw emotions as well. So yeah, honey, that is kind of where we're at. We have emotionally and mentally, I'm cooking some dinner. So we have emotionally and mentally kind of let that job go, and we let the idea and the dream of that and that $90,000 salary, we have let it go. We've released it. We understand that it's God we're talking about. It's not about, again, if God can make it happen or not. It's, why did this door close or open? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna provide a different way. He has to. He has to. He loves me too much. He loves you too much to not provide for you. You know, bills. God, I tell God, I'm like, you put me in this position. You know what's past due. We could have had this $90,000 job to pay everything and some. So now you're gonna have to figure this out, Lord. You're gonna have to figure it out for me, because I tried, you know. And sometimes that's what we gotta do. We just literally gotta give it. This is what true surrendering looks like, you know. It's being like, dang, this circumstance you put me in, I don't get it, I don't understand it, I don't like it, I'm not happy with it, yada yada, all the emotions. But I trust that you the one who put me here, and you put me here for a reason. So all I can do is show up and take care of the things that God has presented in front of me today. And in my case, it's social media platforms and it's that gym. So all I can do is try to work more hours at that gym and just keep showing up more intentionally on these platforms through my coaching calls. I can just keep showing up for myself more, again, by marketing myself, you know, sharing more stuff about what I'm doing. Like, hey, you know, I do have a website. I do have an Etsy shop. By the way, like, I do have a devotional that I sell. You know, I need to personally bet on myself a lot more. And don't even get me started with brand deals, okay? Because I be trying to do that, and it's hard because I feel like with my content, especially, I don't know how people perceive me online. I don't know how people consider me, but I think ultimately, if you're gonna put a label on it, like, it's just Christian, it's faith-based content, you know? And a lot of times, like, a lot of brand, like, I'm not doing the lifestyle type of content where you would typically get brand deals with. So I don't know what that's gonna look like for me. I've attempted so many times to get brand deals and PR and all the things, and I'm not really successful in that. So I don't know. I don't know if it's me. Like, I don't know what the door is gonna be for me. Ultimately, we are back locked in, and we're done crashing out. Okay, I'm ready to just have a fresh week ahead and focus on the blessings in front of me and the freedom that I have and the type of life that I get to create. And, you know, I can switch this around and change my outlook and change my mindset and be like, wow, like, I'm living my dream life, you know? Forget it, bills aren't paid. It's fine, because there are so many benefits to this kind of life, as far as, like, you know, not having an 8 to 5. And again, I love what I do. Content creation is really cool. Being online is really cool. I enjoy it. Talking to people, as y'all know, I've said it every single week, like in every vlog, like, I love talking to people. I do love helping people. So what my future looks like, who knows? Because there's so many more endeavors I want to go on. But again, money, you need money to make money sometimes. So we'll see. Y'all truly see me in my rawest form. I have a huge pimple in the middle of my nose. Love that for me. But I thought I would check in today. It is Saturday. Maybe I've mentioned this in the past, but I do take my Sundays very seriously. I do take my Sabbaths seriously. I like to not do anything on Sunday. I truly like to use that as a Sunday reset type of day. It has been so beneficial to me, my mental health, and my routine and things like that, because it truly allows me to, like, unwind and also refill my cup spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Like, it allows me to basically manage my life a lot easier and not get so burnt out all the time. Outside of church, me and Andre, we don't do anything. So whether I have him or whether I don't, it's a chill day. Saturday, today, is like our social day. So if I have him, it's the days that we use to, like, really spend some good quality time together, maybe go somewhere, like, have a really fun day. And if it's just me, I typically use today as, like, my social day. So if I need to go out somewhere, if I want to go on a solo date, if I want to hang out with friends, etc. So now that I'm working, though, it's switched it up a little bit. So now that I'm working weekends, I don't know what that's gonna look like. Because here's the thing, y'all, I love this job. Like, I don't know what God's doing. I done lost the plot, okay? I don't know where life's headed, especially with this whole TikTok situation. I just posted on my story loud and proud. I was like, TikTok's not going nowhere. Everyone relax. And then I get on TikTok and I get the little notification that says, sorry, you won't have access on the 19th. While it's temporary, you know, we're gonna keep trying to fight. So now, I don't know. TikTok is my favorite app. It's the platform I get paid the most on. And it's the platform I'm typically on the most. So I genuinely will miss it. But this is a combo for another day. We'll see when we see, you know. We're not gonna know until we know. Anyway, I really like this job. Like, I actually love this job. Like, I love this job. Can't complain. And, like, again, on paper, this is a great life because it aligns with everything I love and it aligns with my hobbies. And it's funny because, again, I don't know the plot. I don't know what God's doing. I don't know how God's putting everything together. But if you know me, like, if you've been following me for a long time, or, you know, if you knew me, like, back in college, I actually started doing fitness content. Like that was my true passion back in the day. It still is my passion, but I've always wanted to be like fitness girl, like, even before I was pregnant. Like I swore I was going to go to Miami, be a forensic psychologist, and then be like a little fitness influencer on the side. Like it was a whole idea in my head. So I've always been a fan of the gym, just like health content overall, mental health, physical health. And then now with the content I was doing last year, right, like just inviting everyone into this Christian walk, I feel like now it's just kind of like the trifecta, like mental health, spiritual health, and physical health. I can talk to all three, you know, like I love all three topics. And so with this gym, again, it's right up my alley. Like I feel like it aligns with what I love to do, and I have a good time. I get to be social. I'm a friendly person. Like I get to talk to everyone who walks in. Like it's my dream job. Like I'm like, hey, and it's so low maintenance. I get to walk around, wear a cute little outfit. Here, the gym is so nice. Like it's an amazing gym. So it's not like I'm in a rundown spot. Like I love it. The thing is though, you know, I'm not full-time, I'm part-time, there's still no benefits, and I can't commit to working every single weekend. This was the only month I was able to do that. So next month, I had mentioned this a few weeks back in one of my other vlogs, like I can only commit to the 2 weekends I'm not watching Andre, but even then it's like ultimately I don't want to have to work weekends, period. So it's like this makes sense, but there's still some things that need to be shifted for it to make sense for real. Because again, if I could do this during the week, like if I could be full-time, which you're not doing, which is not hiring full-time right now, but if I could do full-time during the week when Andre's in school, like that time frame, 40 hours, I would be good. And then do content on the side, awesome, I'm set. Now I'm not set for, you know, financial abundance, but I'm set to pay my bills and to, you know, like at least be paycheck to paycheck, like something. All I know is I gotta trust the process. So this is about it for the week. Like I said, I didn't do much today, but just sleep in, go to the gym, you know, go work. I'm back now. I'm gonna eat my noodles, go to bed, and I open tomorrow, so I'll be right back up again bright and early to open at 7 a.m. And then I'm gonna get Andre and we're gonna vibe. We're gonna chill and reset, and I'm gonna refill all my cups. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope you enjoyed the intro. You know, your girl's trying. I will see y'all next week. Next week, since we are in kind of in our official mindset shift, and we'll officially know what's going on with TikTok, and I get to revamp and regroup when it comes to what I'm doing on the side. Next week will be a really fun, like, behind the scenes of my true, like, content creation journey and what that looks like. So I think that's gonna be the main focus next week. If you're interested, I know we're really gonna lean into that. And I'm gonna kind of open y'all up to like how I really do this full time, like how what being a content creator looks like for your girl nowadays. So yeah, I'll see y'all next week.